These are my top 3 productivity tools that allow me to run my business remotely while traveling the world. First up is WhatsApp. Now, the point of this video is to show that the best tools are the one that you and your team are already familiar with and are effective with. Because at the end of the day, the customer really doesn't care what tools you use. So I use WhatsApp for internal communications with my team. And a few months back, I brought on a new developer to the team. When he heard about us using WhatsApp, he was like, everyone that I've ever worked with has always used Slack. Why don't you use Slack as well? And the answer is because everyone on the team is already familiar with WhatsApp. It's free, it's effective. We all already have it installed on our phones and easily can install it on our computers versus something like Slack where you have to pay for it and you have to add team members and then you have to manage it and then you have to add all these channels and it's just bloat at the end of the day. Now, maybe Slack works for some people. I don't know. I'm sure it does for some people, but we already use WhatsApp and it works perfectly fine and we're effective with it. And that's really what matters at the end of the day because WhatsApp, like any other tool, is just a medium of communication. So whether you use Discord or Slack or WhatsApp or email or text, whatever, use whatever works best for you and your team and whatever you're the most efficient with. Which brings me to my next tool, Notepad. Notepad is boring, it's ugly, it's dry, it doesn't have a Zapier integration or the ability for me to add team members or write with AI, but that is exactly why I use it. It's boring, it's simple, but it gets the work done. It just works, it's effective, there's no bloat. It does exactly what it needs to do and nothing else. I think this frustrates some people because, some people like to geek out or set up some super elaborate integrations that connect 16 different data silos to DeepSeek's AI so that they can write a to-do list. But the reality is these people aren't getting much done. They're working a lot, but they're not really getting anything done. They're not getting anything accomplished. And, if that's something you enjoy, there's nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy sitting at your computer, setting up an API integration for your notes, go for it. But for me, I'd rather focus on removing bloat and actually solving customers' problems and then spending my free time traveling the world or rock climbing or something than just setting up API integrations. The next tool is Gmail. Whenever I worked with newbie entrepreneurs, they're always wanting to use Fastmail or some elaborate email software. But again, often it's just bloat. Just use Gmail. You're going to need a Gmail account anyways if you want to run Google Ads or set up Google Search Console so that your site gets listed on Google or to have access to Google Cloud. And chances are a lot of integrations probably already work with Gmail. So if you do want to set up those integrations, Gmail is going to work perfectly versus having a Fastmail account, which I'm not, hating on Fastmail. Maybe it works for some people. But Gmail is already used pretty universally everywhere. One of the first things I do when I acquire a company is I set up a Gmail account, and then I use that Gmail account to log into other existing applications. So that way I don't have to have a password and a username for every single application. I just hit sign in with Gmail. You can't really do that with Fastmail or any other software that's similar to that. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 tools for running a remote business. The moral of the story is just use what works and what you're already familiar with. Don't waste your time on setting up things that is brand new to you or your team and that takes a lot of effort to set up. I like to use the acronym KISS for keep it simple, stupid. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow me as I travel around the world. I'm on my 9th year of digital nomading while I buy and build businesses that help fund my lifestyle.